Eddie Nketiah's move from Arsenal to Marseille is finally about to happen. A new proposal has been sent over as broken by Fabrizio Romano that Marseille has sent a new proposal to Arsenal, and those talks have now reinstated. I'm Tyler here for TK24 Sports. This is what we're going to talk about today, as well as a bit of Liverpool gossip in there as well. So if you're new to the show, like, subscribe, turn that notification on so you don't miss a show every time we upload. Okay, let's kick it off. Olympique Marseille has sent over a new proposal to Arsenal for Eddie Nketiah. People, Arsenal fans, when I say this, you got to chill out. You really, truly got to chill out, because the proposal that Marseille first sent to Arsenal wasn't good enough. The second wasn't good enough. The third was almost good enough, but still not good enough. This fourth proposal, and yes, this is going to be the fourth proposal now, which is going to be the one that gets it over the line, because Eddie Nketiah's agent has flown out to Marseille pretty much to start signing some bits and pieces away. Arsenal finally have a figure that they're happy with, and they can say, this is better money, better terms that suits our needs. Not Eddie's needs, our needs, Arsenal's needs. Because the more Arsenal can get, the more that they can spend later on. The less that they get or receive, the less they can do in a transfer market. That's just how it works. That's just business. And you have to understand that football is a business. It started off with just people coming together, putting jumpers down as goalposts, and then you go away and buy some little sweets and chocolate along the way as you go home. It's a business, and Arsenal had to operate as a business. Edu and the team behind him have done marvellous to get this done. So that's why you've got to chill out, Arsenal fans, or football fans as a whole. If you think your club's not doing business, they are. They're doing business in their interest, and sometimes your interest as well, to keep you entertained, but mainly their interest. So when they want to go and spend again, they can do so. So bear this in mind. No one knows what that actual figure is. Even Romano doesn't know what that figure is. But what we do know is they've sent a new offer over. That has restarted the conversation. Eddie Nketiah's agent has flown over to Marseille. And again, that's just to kick it all off, because Eddie Nketiah has already agreed personal terms. So now it's just going to be living conditions. Where is he going to stay? Like I said, the living conditions. And more than likely, when can you pop over? Because Eddie's fit, and we know he's fit, so they're going to have to start looking at medicals and so forth. So that part, as we know, Eddie Nketiah next week should be off to Marseille, leaving Arsenal, which I think, you know what, he wasn't that bad. And this is one of the things you're going to start hearing from different people who create content like myself, will say, well, Eddie wasn't good, but he wasn't that bad. He just needed to move on for the age that he was. Eddie could score goals, and Marseille are getting a goal scorer. It's just a shame it just doesn't work out for the way that Mikel Merino wants to play. He doesn't like strikers. Plain and simple, Mikel Merino does not like strikers. He knows that he needs someone who can score goals, but he also needs players who can do so much more than just sit around the 18-yard box. Anyway, moving on. Mikel Merino. Now, this one here is very, very prickly, because some Arsenal fans don't rate him at all. Some Arsenal fans kind of rate him, and a lot of Arsenal fans really rate him. He's going to be the left-sided midfielder, or he could be coming as a defensive midfielder. We don't know. We can only just assume from what we've seen for where he plays for Real Sociedad. This transfer has taken a while to get kicking. We know he's already agreed personal terms with Arsenal, but now he's been left out of their upcoming friendly for Real Sociedad. So that only means one or two things. His backside is coming to Arsenal, and is going to be Arsenal's new central midfielder. That gives Arsenal now boosted and added cover. So the likes of a Declan Rice or Jorginho, Thomas Partey, and now a Mikel Merino. That is good. It's good age in that group as well. So you've got two players over 30s, two players in a 20s still, because Mikel Merino is 28 years old. Declan Rice, 25, 26. Partey, 30, 31. Jorginho, 32, going to be 33. Good age there, good vast of experience, and all internationals at their own right. Two of those players here went to the Euro finals, which will be when Mikel Merino comes in. He will then be a Euro finals winner. Declan Rice is semi-finals. The last Euros, Jorginho won that there, beating England. So, hey, Arsenal do finally have winners in their camp, because they've already got Jesus and Zinchenko there. So there's a wealth of knowledge and experience now within Arsenal, and that should be enough to get them even closer to City. They need to get 5 to 6 points more from last season in order to lift the Premier League. Can that happen? We don't know. Now moving on to Liverpool. As it broke, watching Zubimendi in the last 24, 48 hours is keen to join Liverpool. The funny thing about this yesterday, while Liverpool fans were dancing, singing, rejoicing over on YouTube, and I saw so much content, I was laughing a little bit because when I done my content, I was like, we wanted Zubimendi, and Liverpool fans were saying, well, see, he rejected Man United, Bayern Munich, and Arsenal because they have no pull. The truth of the matter is, you don't even realise that when Arsenal went in for Zubimendi, Zubimendi said no because to everyone because he wanted to play with Real Sociedad in the Champions League. He wanted to know what that feels like, that experience. And now he's done that. Now he's ready to move. Bit of a difference there, guys. It'd be totally different if Arsenal and Liverpool went go toe to toe. Now, would that deal happen for Arsenal or Liverpool? There was a release clause. So if it was so easy and Zubimendi was going to come over, why doesn't Liverpool just pay the release clause? But they can't because they don't have that sort of cash in reserve. They would rather spread the terms and payments longer, pay a bit more than the release clause because it suits Liverpool's favour more than what the release clause would do to them. If they pay the release clause now, does that have any money later on to go and buy the other 2 or 3 players that they need to bolster the squad up? But Zubimendi, make no mistake, is a good player. Is he going to be the game changer? No, because with only 4 goals and 1 assist last season in La Liga means he's not a prolific goal scorer and he's not a creator in that respect. Now, he is a dueling monster, pretty much like Merino. He's very good in the air. His parking accuracy is not too bad, long passes either. But what he will give Liverpool is a bit of a spine. So Arne Slot, I hope I got his name right, the midfielder that he wants. Of course, they got Endo there, but Endo's not doing what Arne Slot wants. And that's the key. We have to start understanding now Liverpool are going to be very dynamic. It's still going to be a topsy-turvy season, but one that the PGMOL will now give Liverpool a break. Because now Klopp has gone, and the reason why I mentioned that, because I've done a show yesterday that hasn't kicked off yet, but I've got some great responses. And those responses have helped me understand totally why Liverpool does have a hard time. A lot of fans reached out and they did give me some good messages, and I've got a really good one today. It was absolutely fantastic. And in fact, I should be better prepared. But let me just quickly grab this, go off screen, just to read you why Liverpool fans feel the PGMOL is against them in many respects. And what blew my mind, I mean, I had my suspicions about this. And yes, I should be prepared. So still, I hope you're still there. Let me just read this out to you. So it goes, you ask for our honest opinion. Okay. The PGMOL are incompetent. This is probably because they are arrogant. Their attitude seems to be, don't question my decisions, I'm the referee. The problem with that is that there is no accountability. If they never have to justify their decisions, other sports, including rugby, make the whole process transparent, which eliminates paranoid conspiracy theories, even if you don't agree with the final decisions. Some PGMOL officials go to the Middle East nations and get paid large sums of money to officiate matches there. This creates a bias, conscious or unconscious, in favor of a team that is heavily associated with that Middle East nation. And I think we know what he's talking about there. And that in itself could be just talking about, I'm going to say it, Manchester City. No wonder some fans feel that the officiating is not on the level, if any. Now, that is fantastic. That response there shows there are so many educated fans out there. And Liverpool fans actually give me more feedback than my own true fans, Arsenal, who I support. You guys need to step up. You guys need to give some more feedback, some more comments on the shows that I do. And that's why I'm asking now. So these transfers, so the Mikel Merino to Arsenal from Real Sociedad, is that going to be a good transfer when Arsenal gets that over the line? The transfer of Eddie Nketiah from Arsenal to Marseille, is that good business for Arsenal? And one for you Liverpool fans, I need you, again, as usual, if you get Martin Zubimendi, does this help you guys in what you need? Is Endo any better or any worse than Zubimendi? Would you be more happy with Zubimendi over Endo? Because last season, you guys, when you had Endo, was like, oh God, this guy's really good. He's really good. And now all of a sudden, because you can get Zubimendi, it's like, give us Zubimendi. We don't need Endo. But Liverpool fans, who else do you need? Do you need the Anthony Gordon? That's been rumoured to be interested in definitely coming to Liverpool, and how much would that be? But again, I will still say you need a cover for Mo Salah. So I have said Muembo from Brentford. I think that will be better for you. 9 goals, 9 assists last season. He was an absolute beast, a real beast for Brentford. 24 years old. You want pace. This guy can give you pace. Or would you just rather have Anthony Gordon, who can only play on the left-hand side, like he does for Newcastle, and chip in with a few goals here and there and a few assists? So, what's your thoughts? Get in touch. I'm tying up here for TK24 Sports. You guys have been fantastic. Road to 1,000. That's the first mile step. Is so close. We're on what, 897? We've got to get this over today by 1,000 subscribers. Come on, guys. Share to your heart's content. If you like this show, like, subscribe, turn that notification on. Again, I'm doing these new things so you can subscribe here or watch here and subscribe here. Let's get going. We're nearly there. Great. Thank you for watching. Tie night, TK24 Sports.